The one and only Charlotte Flair.
Perhaps the greatest competitor in the history of the women's division.
The following contest is a tag match set for one fall. Introducing first, from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair!
She is a game changer, a trailblazer, and perhaps the greatest woman to ever set foot in a WWE ring.
And with all of Charlotte's accomplishments, some say she's already a living legend.
She's had rivalries with Lynch and Rousey and revolutionized the industry.
When your last name is Flair, competing is like breathing, and the Queen has built an empire.
No false bravado, always personal, always physical.
Yeah, and always maintaining supreme confidence and savage ferocity. Charlotte Flair proudly pulls the strings as the puppet master of the women's division and will gladly accept anyone who will bow down.
She created her own divine right as the Queen.
And intends to cause great pain and suffering to her opposition.
You just can't game plan for this type of brilliance.
From dungeon to diva to an all-time great.
And her partner, from Calgary, Alberta, Canada,
Natalya, a product of the famed Hart Dungeon, but she's made her own legacy in WWE.
Natalya has been one of the most dominant superstars in the women's division ever.
Natalya is looking to show the women's division exactly why she runs things around here.
A win tonight can certainly help her in that mission. Look at this. Trish and Cap are on the case.
and CC and Trish Stratus.
This is ridiculous. This is a serious premium live event, not some infomercial to market outside products.
That's right, Corey. Tonight, Backlash is brought to you by Down Up, created and presented by The Miz. Will Trish and Kat find all the clues to lead them to victory, or will their opponents get away scot-free?
Trish and Cap hoping to do double duty out here, taking care of Charlotte and Natalya and promoting their new detective show.
It's ridiculous. They look like two girls playing dress-up in Daddy's closet. This is one match where I do not back the blue.
Well, someone's ending up black and blue one way or another. Ooh.
She steers clear of that one. Hammering down on the knee.
Just doing anything they can to chip away at the base.
Charlotte a step ahead there. And did you hear the impact of that?
Oh, and just causing agony for their opponent. Steered clear of that.
Escapes in a nick of time.
All the way up and around the world.
Crucifix head scissors.
You have solidified your name as a top athlete when you're able to pull off that move.
Great awareness as she proves to be too quick. Shot. Out of the way in time.
She's pushed into the corner, countering the Queen.
Unbelievable. Charlotte able to steer clear.
Popped up, no way.
Yes way. What power. Tombstone pile driver.
Nothing Charlotte Flair can do now.
The cover.
You cannot count out Charlotte Flair no matter how hard you try.
You have to go beyond your best to even have a chance at the Queen's throne.
Big maneuver, executed perfectly, but still.
Look out. What? Trying to do as much damage as humanly possible.
But at what cost?
Natalya failing to offer any resistance here.
Natalya needs to find an opening fast. She saw that one coming.
The counter.
She's showing how much punishment she can withstand before getting her own offense in.
Brief sign of adrenaline from her. And she'll make the tag.
Nice kick, great elevation.
Natalya wasn't ready. Now it could be over. Ooh.
And she's been brought to a disadvantage now.
She's doing a good job staying attached to her opponent.
Kneecap goes right into the face to halt the attack.
Ooh, she responds with a counter. Charlotte turns it around.
She's able to stop the blitz that was coming her way.
Yeah, she's able to momentarily stop the bleeding, but will she also gain command of this match?
As her opponent in a dangerous position on the apron. What in the world are they?
Oh, DDT! Nice kick, great elevation. Nobody does that better.
Somebody pinch me. I gotta be dreaming. There's no way she's still in this match. Nice takedown.
Here are your winners, Trish Stratus and
Another win. You can see why she's been called the captain in promotions all over the world.
Well, it's one thing to lead a bunch of freaks fighting in warehouses. It's quite another to rise through the ranks of WWE.
Hey, stranger. How's it going? Know you must be swamped with press since your movie releases soon, but any chance you could help me out with something?
What's up?
I've got a tag match coming up and need a partner. Want to step in? I could use your star power.
You're right. You could use my star power. I'd be happy to help. Count me in.
That's awesome. And hey, a wink can only help promote Mudslide too, right? Thanks.
The woman who dazzles in the ring or on the screen.
The following contest is a tag match set for one fall. Introducing first, from parts unknown, CC.
Why are you putting on sunglasses, Saxton?
Because the brightest superstar in WWE is on her way to the ring. Come on, Corey. Aren't you at least a little starstruck? I can feel the ratings spiking.
Here's a woman who lives to fight.
And her partner from Elmwood Park, New Jersey,
We used to wonder if Liv Morgan could ever reach her potential. Well, she has done that and more.
Yeah, who will ever forget when Liv Morgan won the Money in the Bank contract and managed to successfully cash it in on Ronda Rousey to win the SmackDown Women's Championship.
You are looking at a team that delivers a tag clinic every time they compete. But tonight might be their best lesson yet.
Tag team action just getting underway. What do you think of this pair, Corey?
We're talking huge star power here, Cole. Liv plus the captain, it's Buffo box office.
Buffo what? Are you okay?
Read the trades, Saxton.
She anticipated that one. Ooh, what a forearm club.
Tide-altering powerbomb. What an answer that was. Double stop.
What an interception. Dragon screw. Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered. Tag is made.
Drop kick on target.
Big forearm. Ooh, walloped by a huge club.
And I love Walker's there.
Knee
one-two punch of high risk, high reward.
Just shot it to the outside.
And clearly stooping low with that attack.
Prime example of working smarter, not harder. That's what I say. Boom!
Got the leg and elbow drop. Oh, man.
Applying a rigorous stretch. Boom, what a kick.
Right to the leg. Dawn steers clear there.
Another reversal. Eye for an eye here.
Gonna take a trip, gentlemen. Straight down to the face breaker
For the victory here. And there's the save.
Let's keep fighting. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Playing possum. I love it.
And she kicks out right away.
Ow. Ow.
Places her right in the corner.
Kneeled in the corner. Watch the jump.
The fight is being taken to Isla.
Tough spot for Isla.
Able to get there in time.
Jumping complete shot. Face first.
It's over. Fire is done.
Kick out. He was finished off for sure.
Somehow, someway, escapes defeat. Still.
With that outcome, maybe Liv just saw this one slip through her fingers. Tag made. She's in.
Unbelievable. Oh, my God.
Surfboard leg breaker. That offense taking a toll on her. Alba got bottled up there.
Oh, the double foot stomp.
She gets it.
Running leg drop.
Spinning kick in the gut.
Clothesline delivered.
Dawn's defense is being whittled down.
Dawn's being systematically worked on.
First. F5.
Hopped up. No way.
Yes way.
What power.
That belongs on a highlight reel. Would you look at this? She is removing the turnbuckle pad now. Evades the attack. Shoulders down. Can she finally put this away?
Kick out. She still has life.
Getting that shoulder up now is huge. Ooh. She was clearly waiting for it. Stop in the leg. Just met.
Oh, look at this. The school bell.
And she got it. Surprise pin.
Here are your winners, CC and Liv Morgan.
A big win for the captain.
You might say she has her ship headed in the right direction.
Maybe a little hyperbolic, but these two performed like they're born to be a tag team. If they stay together, watch out.
That was amazing. We've got great chemistry together.
I'm not surprised. You're only as good as your scene partner. And I'm an incredible talent.
I have to agree. We complement each other nicely. Honestly, I thought you had something special from the beginning. It's so cool to see you succeeding in both WWE and Hollywood. And Captive Audience, one of my favorite shows.
Really?
Of course it is. Even though I have a bit of a bone to pick with you, some superstars have never been invited on. Like one whose name rhymes with Smith's Morgan.
Come on the next show. I'm doing a special promotion for Mudslide 2 for most of the program, but I do need a guest. It would be great to have you on.
Then I will slide on over. Get it? 'Cause mudslide? Oh, never mind. See you there.
Welcome to Captive Audience, the biggest, bestest, mostest talk show in all of WWE. I am so excited about my guest tonight.
Aw, stop.
She's appeared across all brands in WWE and has graced your screens outside of it too. I'm talking TV, reality, streaming, the one, the only, Liv Morgan.
You make my credits sound so impressive.
They are impressive.
Maybe, but I'm not the one who has a major motion picture debuting this month. Let's hear it for our host.
I won't say no to a little applause.
Of course you won't. And I absolutely adore the story of how you got the role. Come on, tell everyone.
It is funny how much luck came into play, even with the unbearable weight of my immense talent.
Imagine if you hadn't stepped in for me to do that cheese-sniffing web series in the first place. Who knows what would have happened? Who knows who would have gotten a career-defining movie role?
Well, I'm sure my stardom was inevitable, but it did speed things along.
In fact, if you hadn't stolen that show from me, I'd be the one celebrating the major movie premiere.
Stolen? Aren't you forgetting that you said no? Poor Liv, too tired to smell cheese.
If you hadn't stolen...
No, I didn't steal. I saved that show from you. You would have been terrible at it, just like you are in all your projects.
But I...
What? Too exhausted from your C-list schedule to respond? Need me to wake you up? I will not tolerate this sort of disrespect on my own show. I'm done dealing with this amateur. I'll be in my dressing room when you've cleaned up the trash.
Taking her place at center stage, the true superstar, Cap.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from parts unknown. C.
I was talking to Cap's agent before the show, and did you know she's up for a huge part in a superhero movie? Amazing!
What's amazing is that the WWE Universe is continuing to support this part-timer who only shows up to wrestle when her schedule permits.
I can feel the ratings spiking.
Well, one of the most popular competitors in the women's division.
From Elmwood Park, New Jersey,
Don't let the bubbly personality fool you. Liv is for real.
A proven talent inside the ring, one of the most beloved competitors around.
Morgan is a sentimental favorite for many in the WWE Universe.
No love lost between these two. The captive audience segment got out of hand and fast.
Who would want to watch a talk show without a fight or two breaking out?
And the fight spilled over to social media with Liv Morgan promising a special guest of her own for tonight's match. We'll have to see what that's all about.
Nasty kick to the face. Oof.
Picked up. Their opponent putting on the brakes in a reversal.
She's able to get out of the way. Ooh, what a forearm club. Liv holds her off. Could it be? John Cena is here?
Take it easy, Saxton. Clearly just Liv Morgan playing mind games with her opponent.
Mad Scion with some attitude.
Clothesline stops that move in its tracks.
All right, she's back in, ready to go.
Claymore, good night.
Expertly applied suplex. Oh,
Dodges.
double stop. Flattens the opponent. Bam!
She avoids the attack completely. Double start.
And Liv got completely caught by that maneuver.
They've definitely taken their lumps at this point. Their opponent is not messing around. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me?
And shoulders are down. 2. Fends off the 3 count. Not yet.
Boom.
And now Liv is under immense pressure.
Yeah, Morgan is Morgan is in deep peril here. So there's that.
No, she kicks out. She kicks out.
Liv Morgan showed what she's made of there with a really impressive kick out.
Can't put this one away even after that big maneuver.
Gets out of that by using a jump.
And there was some force on that move. Liv is really out of it. She might be done soon.
Popped up. No.
Well-placed elbow to break up the maneuver.
As her opponent in a dangerous position on the apron. What in the world are they?
DDT! She's just getting worked over right now.
She's been pushed into a bad spot for sure.
And now she's climbing to the top turnbuckle.
Up high. It doesn't matter if you're on the outside of the ring. There is no place safe when you face such a risk taker.
Into the ring now.
Oh, goodness, what A moonsault.
Took a gamble once, took a gamble again, and hit the jackpot twice.
Enabled to counter.
Liv finding a way to slow her opponent.
Jumping complete shot.
Can Morgan clinch this one?
Makes the cover. She's able to stop the counter early.
Looks like there's some more fight left in her.
And Liv Morgan truly thought she finished it. She can't let this get to her, though. She has to keep going. Cover! 2 count. And she fights it off. What does she have to do to put her away? I'm playing possum. Whoa. Playing possum. Shoulder up right away.
Where in the world does one find such strength at this stage to kick out that early in the count?
Was ready for that. Drop toe. Face first. Planning on what to do next. Nasty elbow shot. Trying to create separation.
Morgan takes her opponent down. And again. Captures the leg. And a back leg sweep by Morgan.
There's the old. Oh, damage to the hamstrings. Shoulders down. This could be the one that does it for her. That's it. Shoulders were down.
Here is your winner, CC.
She might keep on winning, but I just do not trust this woman. Once a promoter, always a promoter. You have to wonder where her loyalty really is.
How can you say that, Corey? Cap has more than proven herself since coming to WWE.
Made you look, huh?
Your lame attempt at a distraction didn't even work.
Maybe my goal wasn't winning. Maybe it was embarrassing you.
Do you really think I thought John Cena would have your back over mine? We starred in what's going to be the #1 hit of the summer together, and he doesn't even know who you are.
You cheated your way into my role, and now you think you're besties? If he's worked with you, he knows what I do. You've got no talent.
Right. We'll see about that. Next week, mixed tag match. I think you know who I'll be bringing. Good luck finding someone to team with you.
Liv's A-list partner is The Miz.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, the team of Liv Morgan and The Miz.
The Miz is the definition of A-list. WWE, film, television. This man conquers every arena he sets foot in.
He's not exactly conquering his own show as the GM of SmackDown these days.
The Miz might be A-list, but this isn't SmackDown. He's not in charge. Taking her place at center stage, the true superstar, Cap.
And their opponents, first, from parts unknown, CC.
Why are you putting on sunglasses, Saxton?
Because the brightest superstar in WWE is on her way to the ring. Come on, Corey. Aren't you at least a little starstruck?
Let's go! Go! Now that's what I'm talking about.
Cap is ready for her close-up.
It's John Cena. Cap's partner is John Cena.
And her partner from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, the greatest.
Time to do a one-time hit. Let's go to work.
Now this is a double bill people would flock to the theaters to see.
Two great stars both in the ring and on the screen, and they are here to fight. I can't believe John Cena is here to compete on Raw.
As this huge mixed tag team match gets underway, let's not lose sight of the fact Liv Morgan promised a larger-than-life A-list movie star, and she brought out The Miz.
How many movies have you starred in, Cole?
I think The Miz is a great pick. A multi-time champion, and he's in current fighting shape. The captain's partner's a big-time star for sure, but we might have to shake off some ring rust. Ouch! Caught her. Look at this. Touching the wrist.
Oh, my God.
Torturing their opponent.
Just mangling the opposition.
Oh, ow. Oof. Way to steer clear.
Big forearm. Big clothesline.
Oh, the physicality on display there. Unbelievable. Cave in.
Oh, unbelievable.
The fatigue is setting in for her.
Oh, and she got out of there.
Let's go!
All the way up and around the world.
Crucifix head scissors.
That maneuver goes to show you how much speed kills.
All the momentum's against Morgan now.
Yeah, Morgan has to devise a new plan here.
As her opponent in a dangerous position on the apron. What in the world are they?
DDT!
After that attack on the apron, there is no way we're seeing them leave this arena without medical assistance.
And Morgan saves herself.
Liv trying to rally the W.
Oh, just throwing their body. Risking it all and able to connect like a bowling missile.
Just defenseless as the momentum is against him. He's got to reevaluate his approach at this point.
Knee strike connects. Boom. Able to evade.
Superman punch! Looking for a little bit of high risk here, it seems.
she gets herself out of a precarious position.
And now she's looking to go top rope.
Taking flight through the air and connects.
Just crashing down with high impact. Claymore, good night.
She tags out, so now it's the men one-on-one.
Kick right to the gut. Catches a punch.
Cena got caught with a reversal. He's been placed in the corner now.
He steers clear of contact. Seated knee strike. Measured stomp right to the gut. Oh, and then the chest as well.
He tags out, which means it's now time for the women to compete.
Fighting desperately. Able to shrug off her opponent.
What are we about to see? And she goes for the pin. She gets a quick kick out there.
Anyone who thought this would be over quick has another thing coming.
Oh, the reversal by Cena. Punch lands.
Ooh, saw it coming and got an elbow for their trouble. Used to having an answer for everything.
Locked in, you can almost hear the opponent yelling in agony.
Takes their breath out. Effective cover.
You have to question what kind of attack behind a powerbomb with that much force. Cover, cover. Early kick out, referee right on top of the action.
Clearly, she's still got a lot of fight left in her.
And misses on the springboard.
Taking a moment to get pumped off of this crowd's incredible energy.
Counters.
Oh, man.
So effective. Miz Dillon. Let's end this now.
Oh, he's playing possum.
And a kick out right away.
This deep into the match, and he's able to kick out before a 1 count? It's stunning.
He's one step ahead there.
Oh, monkey flip.
Love it. Boom. Miz from the ropes. Crowd too ready to get out of the there.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. Face first into the snapmare driver. From the ground up.
Does it get suplexed instead?
Maybe not, maybe not. No, the Miz is still alive.
What do you have to do to put this guy away?
His opponent is just overwhelming him here.
These are dire straits for him. He needs to be extra cautious now.
Byron, come on, get with it.
These women have been chomping at the bit, and now they're about to throw down.
Nice kick, great elevation. Lives in a terrible predicament.
And now the tag resets the action as the men get set to do battle.
Knee strike from the Miz.
For the win! His arm shot off the mat before one.
What's it going to take?
John Cena.
Is that going to sign it for Cena?
Is it enough? The cover! Save!
Still got more fight here. He tags out, so now the women are going to go one-on-one.
And that is all she wrote. Climbing the turnbuckle now.
Look out! You gotta be kidding me! Soaring through the sky opponent.
These guys have been looking to beat each other up for a while, and now it's their chance.
Nice takedown. Stack them up.
And sneaks out a win there. Incredible.
Here are your winners, CC and John Cena!
The brightest superstars in WWE history just put Liv and The Miz on the D-list, as in defeated.
That was a miscarriage of justice, and you know it, Saxton. Cap and John Cena are part-timers who do nothing but steal the spotlight from superstars who actually put in the work.
So, Miss, big time deal. The so-called captain took the chance to ride someone else's coattails again. Hooray. Congrats. You better believe if I ever partnered with Cena, I wouldn't make him carry our whole team. Of course, I would have had that opportunity if it hadn't been so viciously taken from me by someone whose priority in WWE right now is transitioning to part-timer. But maybe that's why you got into this industry in the first place. As a stepping stone to something else? The last time it was just me and you, Cap, you got lucky. That won't happen again. So I'm ready to end this. Once and for all. You and me. SummerSlam. You've got your big movie, your big talk show, your red carpets. If you're so hungry to leave WWE for Hollywood, I'm happy to help. Fade in on a dramatic big picture ending. Loser leaves Raw. I may be a star, but I also want to be here. You? I'm not so sure.
Oh my goodness! This all has been so incredible!
What?
First,
a dramatic confrontation and comeuppance on your talk show captive audience. Liv didn't even see you coming. Then, after your one-on-one battle with Liv Morgan, freaking Cena gets involved and shows up as your partner! Oh, I can't even imagine what is gonna happen at SummerSlam.
Wow, you're really into this, huh?
I know! And once you win, imagine all the others you can conquer. Week after week, you face a new formidable foe and engage in battle to prove who is stronger, smarter, and more powerful.
Alfie?
Yes?
So, I gotta ask, had you ever watched WWE programming before you started representing me?
Honestly, okay, no. I was just struck by your cheese talent. I've started watching more recently, and it is awesome. The stories I've seen rival any Hollywood production. And you put your bodies on the line for real. I told you from the start that I knew you had something special. I was right.
I'm surprised you're so into this. I figured you'd want me to use this as an excuse to leave WWE so I could move on to the next big thing in my career.
Next big thing? This is the next big thing. Facing Liv and dominating the entirety of the WWE Women's Division. Don't worry about Hollywood. I'll keep the offers rolling in once you've accomplished everything you need to hear.
Really?
Of course. As your agent, I'm supposed to guide you. No way I would let you leave all this behind. Though we really should talk about that 10% you owe me.
Sorry, Alfie, gotta go!
The flashbulbs are popping. It's the captain.
The following contest is a loser leaves Raw match. Making her way to the ring from parts unknown, CC.
Through sheer talent and charisma, Cap has become the name on everyone's lips.
Stand much, Saxton? You couldn't sound thirstier if you were in the Sahara. But get your adulation in, because this might be your last chance.
Tonight could be Cap's last night as a Raw superstar. Liv Morgan is here, fueled by envy.
And from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, Liv Morgan.
Never forget that Cap is only a Hollywood superstar because she stole a job from Liv.
That's ridiculous. Liv offered Cap the gig and then got jealous when Cap blew up. And now one of them will be gone from Raw. And I can't believe it.
The lights can't be brighter and the stakes can't be higher. It's a red carpet loser leaves Raw match.
These two have been fighting for the center stage of the WWE Universe for some time now. Who will get top billing when it's all said and done?
Only one of these superstars will in this summer blockbuster match. Wow! Flinging yourself across the ring with no regard for safety.
Liv got out of the way.
Oh, spike face first. Reversal! Can she capitalize?
These two battling to a dead heat with these reversals.
Set up in the corner of the ring.
Each competitor showing they've done their homework. Back and forth from these competitors. Banging back with their own counter.
She did her homework there.
Crucifix head scissor. It's incredible the inventiveness we are seeing on display here.
Monkey flip.
All the way up.
Face buster. And if Morgan wants to reach her potential, she has to avoid that kind of offense.
She's being prepped for something.
Oh, man. What a nasty STO.
Right to the gut.
Slam! Maybe not, maybe not! Kick out.
She still has enough energy for a simple kick out.
Big clothesline.
Slowly, methodically, beating their opponent down in the corner. What do they have planned here? Out to the apron, gonna climb up to the top rope now. Are you kidding me? Coast to coast!
Clearly willing to do whatever it takes to put it all on the line.
Ouch!
Caught her. Going way up high.
And she has an answer for Liv. Sky high. Diving forearm smash. And Liv perhaps starting to show signs of being outmatched here.
And hanging tough, but beginning to show some wear and tear. Might want to think about picking up the pace a bit.
Perfect kick. Running clothesline. Oh, quite an effective counter. No matter how many times I've seen it, I'm always in awe.
Saw that one coming. Liv is reeling in real danger now. What power! Liv is completely out of it. The cover.
And that'll about do it, folks.
Here is your winner, CC!
This is a travesty. What are we gonna do without Liv?
Eat, sleep, breathe, enjoy life, and watch Cap on Raw and on the silver screen.
Someone's been busy, hasn't she?
I'd like to think I understood the assignment.
That you have. And it's still the tip of the iceberg. Have a fantastic opportunity for you.
I'm listening.
How would you like to try your hand at one of the most unique experiences in WWE? A position where you'll be able to set the agenda, take control of the whole of the WWE universe, and truly make a mark.
And this magical mystery opportunity will let me do all that?
Indeed, in the prestigious role of WWE Raw General Manager.
Isn't that you? What, are you going on vacation or something?
Well, now that you mention it, I may have plans.
Aha!
But this is fertile ground for you too. Stepping into a WWE authority role, applying your talents to the other side of sports entertainment. Sure, booking may be a balancing act sometimes, but you already know that from your work as co-owner of TBD.
I'm not convinced that this offer isn't just because you want a vacation. But nonetheless, I'll do it.
Splendid! I can't wait to catch my flight. See you in action.
So when do I start?
Well, I should start heading to the airport. So, how's now?
Seriously?
Don't worry, Raw practically GMs itself. Sure, Bianca needs a challenger for Survivor Series. Bayley and Becky have both been bothering me incessantly about their booking, and the suits in Stamford are especially sensitive to ratings right now. But you'll figure it out.
All that GMs itself? Are you sure that's it?
Yes. Oh, wait. No. Charlotte needs an opponent for tonight. Actually, this is a good way for you to set the tone of how you'll be running Raw. Every match should tell a story, so you just need to decide which story you'd like to tell.
Such as?
Are you going to choose an up-and-comer like Nikita Lyons to challenge the Queen? Maybe someone she has a lot of history with like Rhea Ripley. Or maybe you want to dig into Charlotte's past a bit further. She goes way back with Natalya, including the feud that made Charlotte the first woman to hold all major singles titles in WWE. So, what kind of story do you want to tell? Who will you choose to take on Charlotte?
I may have history with Rhea Ripley, but that also means I know she's a formidable opponent. I'd like to see her face Charlotte.
Fantastic choice. Well, good luck to you. I have every confidence. And just a word of advice. Do try to be as neutral as possible as GM. You may find yourself rooting for the talent you put forth. Sometimes even as strongly as if you were in the ring yourself.
Get ready for brutal judgment. Rhea Ripley is a tough, tough woman.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring, representing the Judgment Day from Adelaide, Australia.
Judgment Day has arrived for the entire women's division.
Yeah, Ripley was already a dominant competitor, but that dominance has grown exponentially since joining the Judgment Day.
She's already held the NXT Women's title, the WWE Women's Tag titles, and the Raw Women's title. What could be next for Ripley?
Rhea Ripley looks ready to torment yet another victim.
What's the matter over there, Saxton? You feeling a little squeamish?
It's a little uncomfortable. The Queen has arrived.
Behold, Her Majesty.
And from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair!
The personification of majestic elegance, a fearless defender of her crown.
She says everyone will bow down to her.
There's no question Charlotte is WWE royalty, but Charlotte often lacks compassion for those around her.
Well, that comes with the territory when you've been superior most of your life.
Flair says she's proud to be a queen, and she should be celebrated.
Well, Flair will also embarrass and humiliate those who choose not to fall in line. I'm looking at her right now, and I'm watching her body language, and her intimidation factor has got to be off the charts, knowing she's facing Rhea Ripley.
Her intimidation factor is 0.
It's a new era on Raw as the captain helms the ship as temporary general manager. So far, it looks promising.
Cap has made one match here, Cole. Let's not give her GM of the Year just yet.
I agree, Corey. This is a good start. Let's see what else Cap has planned. And now you have to protect that leg from further harm. You can't finish a match on one good leg alone.
Well scouted reversal there.
Evades their offense. She's staying elusive. Ripley avoids the attack. Ooh, what a forearm club. Oh, the elbow. And it's a long way down from there.
Counter by Charlotte.
Dragon sleeper applied. This could be it.
Oh, nowhere to go, nowhere to hop.
Showing the world just how much fight she's got left. Big boot.
Taken out of the mat. You can see Charlotte's expert game plan experiencing a minor hitch there.
An eruption of offense from Ripley.
Swinging the elbow to halt the offense.
Flat out power into the scoop slam. Attack after attack on target. Flair is falling behind now.
You're not going to find Rhea showing any remorse.
It wasn't the height or distance that caused the damage, but they certainly contributed.
Do a flapjack. Impressive. She avoids the contact.
Rhea Ripley with her opponent up on her shoulders. Electric chair. Oh,
Devastating face butt.
can she keep her down? A kick out to stay alive.
If she keeps the pressure on, the next one might do it.
Ow!
Ripley sidesteps the attack.
Legs caught. Ripley with an aggressive game plan here.
Charlotte trying to withstand this surge.
Saw it coming.
From behind. Back suplex.
She's starting to look concerned.
The Queen landing an impressive attack, trying to dominate the opposition.
Sidewalk slam. Look out! Oh, no!
No, that was a harebrained idea to try that.
Was trying to find a way to attack, but completely wiped out.
And now she's getting back into the ring. Ooh, look at her answering back. Sleeper slam! Oh, no, it's roll up! She kicks out with force. Amazing.
just a step. Charlotte Flair with a trademark chopping.
Oh, natural selection by Charlotte.
Did Charlotte just end it?
Shoulder up before the count started.
Late in the match, but somehow has the incomparable power to kick out before the 1 count.
Does Charlotte now have to resort to an alternative? Do something else to end things? Rhea Ripley setting up her opponent. Here it comes.
That might topple the Queen.
Cover. There's 2. Oh, kick out at 2.
I don't know where Charlotte found the strength to kick out of that one.
Rhea Ripley's best shot couldn't end this, and you've got to wonder what's next. Saw that one coming, took advantage.
Lands an elbow.
And Rhea feeling the brunt of yet another attack there.
Wait, Charlotte was uncorked with that attack.
Rhea capitalizes there. Scoops, maybe not, maybe not. Rhea Ripley did it, what a huge win.
Here is your winner,
The Nightmare has toppled the Queen. A career-altering victory for Rhea Ripley.
An intense competition between these 2 dominant young women, that's for sure. And I imagine we'll have the pleasure of seeing them in battle again in the future. But tonight, Rhea Ripley...
If I could have a minute.
What is it, Troy? I honestly don't have time for your tone tonight. I'm trying to manage a show.
My tone? I would never use a tone with you. I think you're doing a great job. Top notch.
Ha ha, very funny. Oh, you're serious. I guess now that I'm the management, you have to suck up to me.
I'm not sucking up. I think your ideas are genius, boss.
Of course they are, Troy. I'm smart. Now what's up?
Becky and Bailey. They're being particularly difficult in hounding us to be named Bianca's next challenger at Survivor Series. I'm sure they snuck into your DMs too, but I'm used to superstars pestering us for opportunities. No offense. But this is getting out of hand. How do you want me to handle it?
Why don't we just have Becky and Bailey face each other for the title opportunity? It'll be a great match and solve our problem.
Great suggestion, boss. I'll set it up. Wow, you really know your stuff.
I could get used to this version of you, Troy.
I'm not here to fight.
Good. I don't want to fight either.
Then maybe we can work together on my idea?
And what's that?
Survivor Series. I know for a fact that not only has Raw not announced a main event, but Regal had nothing in the plans yet. So, let's take the bull by the horns and do something truly spectacular. War Games!
I can't just book a War Games match, Shotzi.
Why not? Are you GM in name only?
No, I mean, I love War Games as much as the next person. But it's not a match to be taken lightly. You need a reason. Something that merits putting two teams who want each other's throats inside a double ring cage to battle it out with abandon. Who'd even be the captains?
I captained my team in NXT, and I was excellent.
Ah, so this is the classic, my pitch is that I should be in a main event pitch, right? There are rules to booking.
Excuse me, but when did Little Miss TBD Rebel, who puts people through tables, become a lawful, good rule follower? Don't you ever just want to smash things for the hell of it anymore?
Actually, you may have a point. I do miss that.
So let's screw the so-called rules and do this. Put yourself in it against me, and we can absolutely destroy each other in that cage. We pick teams, go all out, and millions of people tune in to watch the joyful carnage. The two of us are perfect for War Games. You're the captain, and I already drive a tank to the ring, for crying out loud.
You know what, Shotzi? It might not be a terrible idea. Let me think on it.
That's all I'm asking for.
Well, if it isn't the new GM of Raw.
Well, if it isn't Lita, what can I do for you?
I love that even in your first outing as GM, you put your focus on a tried and tested rivalry. Maybe it even offered some closure to Charlotte and Rhea.
I doubt that.
Yeah, honestly, me too. But maybe it'll be different for me. I still feel like I have some loose ends from over the years to tie up with Trish.
You don't say.
Hey, at least we know we have a problem, and that's the first step. Can you book me in a match against her? It's just better if it comes from you.
Trish and Lita in a match on my Raw? It would be my pleasure.
To get extreme.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Sanford, North Carolina, Lita!
You know, so many of today's top women stars say they were inspired by Lita. The likes of Becky Lynch, Bayley, Liv Morgan.
Yeah, but Lita wants to be more than just an inspiration. Lita wants to remain atop WWE and prove she is still at the top of her game.
The self-proclaimed GOAT.
And from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Trish
says anything a woman accomplishes in WWE should include a proper show of gratitude to her. I think that's a bit much.
I agree. Trish is an icon, a trailblazer who deserves all of her accolades, but Trish is demanding that everyone worship at the altar of Stratus.
Two of the greatest of all time and one of the greatest rivalries of all time. One more chapter starting right now.
Trish and Lita have inspired millions around the world. Props to our GM, the captain, for making this match on Raw tonight.
I've had the honor of calling matches between these two before, but it never gets old seeing these two legends lock up.
Ooh, big forearm.
Expected that one.
This is just establishing dominance.
What a stop right to the chest. Are you kidding me? Reversal from Trish Stratus.
Lita dodges the bullet.
Ooh, merciless looking blow.
Oh, look at this. Hair pull and slam. Back in the ring now.
And she dodged that one nicely.
Can't prepare her face for that. Clearly trying to tarnish the legacy of Trish Stratus with that attack.
Lita's veteran instincts in action. Unbelievable athleticism.
Stratus having trouble shifting the tides.
Lita with such an unflinching look to her here.
Oh, and that box so tight.
Oh, stinging kick.
What a hit from Lita.
Stratus able to evade. Lights out.
She fights Lita back.
Quick exchange, reverse.
Lita with a kick to the midsection.
Lita with the DDT. Lita was right on target.
That's gotta be it. Two. Hangs on by a thread.
Trish reached deep into the well for that one, but she has to know that was as close as it gets.
Lita has to ask herself, what more is it going to take here?
Turns it around. Sole of the foot meets the stomach.
Rolling into a monkey flip.
She steers clear of that one.
Fall off with an elbow.
What a forearm. She returns the favor there.
Look at this, going counter for counter.
Line hits its mark. She's on her last legs here.
Holding on by a thread, maybe even less at this point. Lita knows what she needs to end this.
Kick to the gut by Lita.
DDT.
The lights are dimming for Trish.
Two. She kicks out. I don't believe it.
Trish reached deep into the well for that one, but she has to know that was as close as it gets.
Lita's put away countless opponents after that maneuver, but not this time.
Soaring. Good Lord. Taking flight. That's gravity taking a break before coming down like thunder. Kick.
Shot to the gut will break things up. As Stratus making her hard work look easy.
And she slides her back to the mat. Big time spine buster.
Could lead to a big time win.
She still fights out in one.
We are this far into the match. Where is this energy coming from? Ooh, what a foot blow.
Stops the kick.
Reciprocating the initial reversal.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. she picks up here tonight.
Here is your winner,
This one really could have gone either way, but it is Lita standing tall right now.
Yeah, we knew coming into this match that she and Trish knew each other well.
Come to congratulate me on a successful show? I was just out back soaking in the success of the Trish and Lita match.
So you didn't see the #1 contender match with Becky and Bayley?
No, that match practically booked itself. Why? Who won? Who are we putting against Bianca at Survivor Series?
We have a problem. Damage control ran in during the match, and at first it looked like maybe a straightforward DQ victory for Becky, but then she got irked and went after them. And technically the bell rang at some point, but with all the fighting that broke out outside the ring, nobody really won. And we still need a challenger for Bianca. If I may make a meager suggestion, Survivor Series is right around the corner. You may just have to step up as GM and make a decision.
No, we still have one Raw left before Survivor Series. Let's do a rematch. Becky versus Bayley to determine Bianca's challenger.
Do you really think the match will go any differently this time around?
I do. Because as much as it pains me to admit it, you're right about one thing. I need to step up as GM. So I'll be serving as special guest referee.
Commanding the ring and forging her path, the captain.
The man is here.
A competitor who never backs down from a fight.
And the participants. First, from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
Won the first ever women's WrestleMania main event. Went on to have so many classic matches. Lynch is truly at the top of her game.
Well, Michael, that's why they call her the man.
A match against Bayley is opportunity. Ringing the doorbell. Ding dong. Hello.
Hopefully, this young lady doesn't get the door slammed in her face.
Well, I think it's safe to say there is nothing but trouble on the way.
And representing Damage Control from San Jose, California, Bayley!
Bayley carries herself with such confidence.
Yeah, more like arrogance, always yelling about how great she is.
Yeah, and it's usually me that she's yelling at.
Oh, Cole, she's simply speaking her truth. Bayley knows how good she is and acts appropriately.
So pathetic.
Corey, how do you prepare for Becky Lynch in this match tonight?
That may be the unanswerable question, Cole, because when you're dealing with Becky Lynch, she's more than a competitor. You are facing off with a driving force in the history of women's wrestling.
Our general manager, the captain, promises that we'll have a #1 contender by the end of this match. Will it be Becky Lynch or Bayley?
We'll know soon enough, and with Cap as special guest referee, it should be a fair contest.
We'll see, Saxton. Maybe the GM wants one over the other. It's nearly impossible not to pick a side.
You're such a cynic.
I'm a real...
Oh, it's gonna happen.
Oh, look at that splash! There's two! She kicks out with authority after two.
An unbiased count from our guest referee.
Consistency with the cadence. You can't say she wasn't impartial.
Getting set up for something in the corner. Can she do it here?
And the referee was in perfect position for the count.
One of the more fair counts I've seen. Can't complain about the officiating there.
Oh,
Playing possum! Shoulders down! Gets the shoulder up. Wow, what's it going to take?
such a timely kick out.
Our official didn't show any favorites with that count.
Has the neck for the power slam and still delivers the inverted DDT.
Look at this. Boom, nice. Mat slam with some attitude.
Ooh, well measured.
Look at this. Bayley going up top.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
All the way to the outside. Showing absolutely no apprehension to putting one's body on the line.
Reversal by Becky Lynch.
This fight is going down right in front of our faces.
More up close and personal than I'd like to be. Lands the elbow. She's feeling the hurt here.
Becky giving her all and managing to land a nice blow there.
Rains down an elbow retaliation. And she stops the count. She just might have more malicious intentions in mind.
Bayley turning up the intimidation factor. What are you waiting for? Get back in there.
Becky Lynch with a clothesline and another one. And she'll follow with a calf kick.
Staved up that attack.
Lands face first. Look at who would ever have counted a 3 like that.
Here's your winner, Becky Lynch.
Lynch beats Bayley. The man would have fought all night to win this match.
You knew once Becky entered the ring, the man was pulling out all the stops. A lot of people thought Bayley's offense would be enough, and a lot of people were wrong.
Well, that was something. Hey, you were the one who said I should put my finger on the scale.
Yeah, but I thought that "and don't get caught" part was implied.
I wasn't actively trying to get caught.
Too bad you don't have the chance to course correct the championship match before Survivor Series.
But maybe I do.
How? Survivor Series is this weekend. You can't send Becky and Bayley back out there tonight for another rematch.
No, but there's another option. As someone said recently, I'm Miss TBD Rebel, not a lawful good rule follower. And Raw is a 3-hour show. There's an announcement I need to make.
All right, Miss TBD Rebel. Whatever you've got up your sleeve, good luck.
This is the second time we've seen the acting Raw general manager in the ring tonight, but this time she has a special announcement.
Here's hoping this goes more smoothly than her stint as special guest referee.
As GM, I'm not deaf to the concerns of the WWE Universe. Specifically, that my involvement in our #1 contender match earlier tonight may have made it look like management was biased towards Becky Lynch. I assure you, my intent as GM is simply to put on the best show for the WWE Universe. And that applies to not just Raw, but Survivor Series. As such, it is my duty to inform you that Bianca Belair will not be defending the Women's World Championship this weekend.
Bianca's being pulled from Survivor Series?
She will not be defending this weekend because it's clear Bayley and Becky Lynch are not done yet. I just hope they have allies to rally to their side. 8 fighters, 2 teams of 4. War Games!
War Games at Survivor Series? I'm not missing this one.
Well, we're paid to be there, Saxton.
I know, but it's still incredibly exciting.
I probably should be upset at you for putting another hurdle in front of my title match. But honestly,
Glad we're okay.
We are. And I respect your hustle. You've made a lot of bold choices since coming to WWE. It's one of the reasons I want you to be on my War Games team.
Really?
I like your instincts, especially when you get in trouble and have to think quickly on your feet. Heck, I even trust your instincts. Team with me, and I'll let you pick the rest of the War Games team.
Let me think about it.
You really did it this time, didn't you, you dummy?
I think you'd be happy that you're getting another opportunity to earn the title match in War Games.
Should have just booked the War Games match from the start, honestly. Want to be on my team?
Why do you want me on your team?
I think it's pretty clear from your time as GM that you've been going into business for yourself here and just doing whatever you can to scrape by. And that's exactly what I look for in Damage Control. So what do you say? Join me, Dakota, and Io in the fight to secure my WWE Women's World Championship match?
I'll get back to you.
Hey, I've been looking for you. I thought we were gonna meet outside of catering.
Turns out I was pretty busy in here. Both Becky and Bailey want me to be on their War Games team.
You can't be serious. You loused this up so badly, and they both want you on their team?
What can I say? I'm a catch.
I swear, there's something in the water around here that allows you to walk away from the consequences of your actions unscathed. I'm sure putting yourself into the main event while you're also acting GM will be no different.
Thanks for another great promoter lecture.
Look, I know you're gonna do it anyway. Who are you teaming with?
Becky said she'd let me pick the rest of the team. I'm joining her side.
Can't wait for you to get absolutely no flack for putting yourself into the match that you set up. Have you decided who else you'll ask to join you and Becky? Well, good luck. I'm sure it'll be interesting.
The following contest is the Women's War Games match! The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The first member to enter will come from the advantaged team. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins! can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. Now, let the War Games begin!
Cap wanted a war, and now she has one. Bayley is a ring general, ready for battle.
And representing Damage Control from San Jose, California, Bayley!
Understand this. Bayley will deceive you. She will stab you in the back. She will do bad things to good people to get that Women's World Championship. And that's why I love her.
None of those things will make a bit of a difference once the door of that cage closes behind her.
Bayley's going to survey the battlefield, then her forces will attack.
War Games is a match with no rival. 2 rings, 1 giant cage, and 8 superstars ready to risk it all for the big victory.
Not only is pride on the line here, Cole, but depending on which team wins, we're going to have either Becky Lynch or Bayley as the #1 contender to Bianca Belair's title.
That's true, but first things first, no one in this match should be looking past the goal of surviving War Games. Oh, leg snap. Ooh, saw that coming. Oh, look at the afterglow. Afterglow combo. You can see that each strike drained their opponent's energy.
And Bayley is really being knocked around here.
If Bayley can just weather this storm, she'll be fine.
She might be able to start mounting something here.
That could be the table turner Bayley desperately needed.
Thrust right to the throat. Great counter, impressive ring IQ on display there. Oh, this isn't pretty. Shot. Clearly no love lost between these two with a display like that.
Now Bayley looking for some momentum.
She's tipping the scales here a bit. And in just a moment, the numbers advantage set to come into play here.
Bayley avoids the assault.
And she got sent hard into the opposite ring.
Out of the small holding cage to only make way toward the beaches of Normandy.
If you're on the opposite side of this entry, you are bracing for a fight.
And what a maneuver we just saw there. She is just desperately trying to fight out of it.
Oh, what a leaping stomp. Landing as she was launched like a missile into the other ring. Going right after the shin.
Dragon screw, beautiful. Oh, stop right to the hand. You gotta wonder if there's more animosity in this match than we previously thought. She's fighting back.
This won't win.
The guillotine locked in. This is all.
That was an incredible counter. And with his coming entrant, the teams will officially be even up. To the glass. Great elevation.
Can that finish Bayley? And with the next combatant on their way, it looks like things are close to a fair fight once again.
Led by the turnbuckles.
Look at her, taking in all the energy from the crowd. Oh, what a clothesline. You can see her struggling to find her bearings. She saw it coming.
Double stomp flattens the opponent. Crushing the knee there. Oh, look at this. Oh, kicks.
Capped off with a big one.
Tying up the legs.
Nice explosive suplex.
Oh, what a knee strike.
With a kick to the gut.
Oh, look at this. Hair pull neck slam. Up and down. What a slam. Blow to the back of the neck. Nasty one right to the chest.
Goodness gracious.
Counting down the seconds until this match becomes a bit lopsided. It's just looking worse for wear after that. Is Bayley closing in and taking the spot? Isn't enough for Bayley. Bayley has bad intentions for Becky.
Into the cage now, and the numbers advantage is...
Oh, look at Becky. Manhandle slam.
Will that set this up for Becky?
Ascending the War Games cage. No idea what her plan. Popped up. No way.
Yes way.
What power.
Stone pile driver. This spells doom for Kai. And that one misses the mark.
Big forearm. Just got clobbered. Unexpected result there.
Dakota dodges.
Choke slam backbreaker. Jumping stumbling.
And here we go. Climbing up the cage, only bad things happen. Incoming!
Effective arm drag. Not enough to just even the odds. She's searching for a tool to gain the lift off. Drop from the ropes.
Lynch has Bayley right where she wants her. Oh, man. Icy. Without being given the end. Becky has opened up an opportunity.
Look at that counter from Bayley. Using the rope to their advantage. Punishing their opponent. She catches Bayley with a counter.
She's on unsteady legs in the corner. Needs to recover. Big boot connects. Crash landing on the outside. This idea one bit. Good reason to be climbing here. She's either nuts or, well, really nuts to scale the cage. That is unbelievable. Taking insane risks to try to
From the cage and heading toward the ring to give their team the upper hand.
Giving her team the... Knees and then another one, and that'll force the break.
She was clearly waiting for it. The Hurricane setting up her opponent. From behind. Suplex. Bayley is reeling and reeling for that. He is in dire straits. Enters the ring and is diving head first into the... Double underhook. Sit out, slam into an armbar. Beautiful combo.
She fights her way out of the armbar.
But meanwhile, here's Scott. And seconds left before the odds are even here.
Just a smidge quicker.
She wants to finish this.
She's starting to climb up the wall. Is that going to decide who Justine?
And she thwarts the pin attempt in one. Here's a cover. Could be it. And it's Justine. She's going for it. This could be it. This could end it all, and it's cinched in deep. Again, put it in the books. Becky Lynch picks up the victory in impressive fashion.
Here are your winners, Becky Lynch, Justine, and Psycho Sally.
A big win for the decorated superstar.
If the decorations are made of construction paper and tape, she was a big fish in a small pond who caught a lucky break. It's a rare privilege just to compete in a War Games match, so to win one must be an amazing feeling. Bravo.
Becky and the captain are still celebrating their epic War Games victory.
And why wouldn't they? You're now looking at the #1 contender for the Women's World Championship and the GM who put her in that position.
This will go a long way in shaping the future of the women's division on Raw.
Shotzi? Is that a full-size tank?
Oh my God, Shotzi came prepared. I guess she graduated into something larger.
She's not stopping.
This is gonna be bad.
I don't want to watch, but I can't take my eyes off help out here, fast!
Whatever her issue was, Shotzi took things way too far here tonight.
What the hell was Shotzi doing? I've had no problem with her.
Yeah, I may have something to do with that. Oops.
Oops? I'm gonna be out for months. Is that really all you have to say?
How about oops? I got carried away booking matches, but forgetting to manage people. At least that seems to be the case, based on what I've pieced together.
You're back.
I was having a splendid time communing with the blue-footed booby of the Galapagos. But then, I caught wind of a few questionable developments. We should talk.
I swear, I had it all under control.
I watched Shotzi crash a tank into the War Games cage.
Fair point.
And perhaps, even more egregiously, you announce War Games without me. That's my thing. I announce War Games.
I'm sorry?
Respectfully, you're fired from being Raw GM.
I accept.
It wasn't a question. All that being said, with our newly minted #1 contender injured, we still need a challenger for Bianca. You know, what you've consistently failed to nail down. I hate rewarding you for this mess. But I'm a much better GM than you are, so I'm going to make the right choice for the show. And unfortunately, there's someone who helped lead her team to victory who's rightfully next in line for the opportunity. You'll be getting the championship match against Bianca Belair on the next Raw.
Here we go with this so-called major announcement.
I'm afraid this is a good news, bad news kind of night. And I've always been a bad news first kind of girl. So here goes. With our fearless leader, William Regal, returned, looking quite tan, might I add, the time has come for me to step down as your Raw General Manager.
I actually thought she did a great job, guys.
Are you kidding me, Byron?
Well, at least it was exciting.
All right, so there may have been some mixed opinions on my stint as GM, but I'm sure that's only because we all know where I really belong, which is fighting in a WWE ring.
Not sure that's the only reason.
Which is why I'm pleased to announce, given Becky's unfortunate medical status, at the hands of someone who William Regal has assured me will be dealt with, the Real Suits have decided to name a new #1 contender for the Women's World Championship. Me!
Huge news for the Women's World title.
And that championship match is happening right now!
After all the confusion around Survivor Series, we're finally getting to see Bianca defend her championship.
So, Bianca Belair, let's...
This woman just will not stop coming after the captain.
If her grievance was big enough to get her to take down the War Games cage in a tank, did you really expect her to let it go?
Hey there, friend.
Give it a rest, Shotzi. Haven't you done enough at this point?
I think what you meant to say is, thank you for making me #1 contender, Shotzi. Sorry you hurt your leg in that unfortunate tank incident.
Wait. How did you get hurt when you were driving the tank? Is this really all because I didn't give you proper credit for your terribly original idea of let's have a War Games match at Survivor Series?
And didn't even put me in the match. But no, this isn't an isolated incident. This, apparently, is just what you do. Playing in other people's sandboxes, stealing other people's ideas, and jumping every line. You may have William Regal fooled, but not me, and not the locker room.
Oh, I'm sure, Shotzi.
Cutting lines might work in TBD, but in WWE, there are consequences.
Bailey?
That's Bailey's music, but where is she?
Is Shotzi just playing mind games here? Bailey from behind.
Shotzi's found an ally who's not okay with being skipped over for a Women's World Championship match.
I don't blame her. It was supposed to be either Bailey or Becky. Cap weaseled in there.
Wait, we're getting a call from the back. This is an official match. Here we go. We thought it was all over at War Games, but Cap...
Uh-oh, forearm gonna cut off the limb. Guillotine applied.
Ah, look at this.
The guillotine locked in. This is all...
That was an incredible counter. Fighting back with a counter.
All the way up and around the world.
Crucifix head scissor. It takes a certain level of athleticism to pull that off. Big forearm. Vicious, downright savage club right there.
She did her homework there. Oh, did you hear that?
Unbelievable.
Agile movement. Sometimes you just gotta show off and
And Bailey's resolve might be wavering here.
Bailey is getting windows shut at every opportunity. Bailey Plex.
Ah, look at this. Leg slam. Watch out.
Just squashing their opponent.
And the count.
This isn't even close to over.
And Bailey connected nicely there.
a complete lack of respect from Bailey to the ding-dong across from her.
Running knee. She's beginning to flag a little.
Yeah, Bailey's clearly bringing the fun here, effectively ruining Saxton's theory of taking shortcuts.
Bailey did her homework there.
Vicious stomp, and this superstar just reminding everyone how vicious they can truly be. Hammerlock applied, and this superstar is just imposing their will on their opponent.
That won't separate your shoulder. That'll divorce it.
Just one step ahead. Ooh, what a forearm club.
Tied up with a ripcord.
Set up with a ripcord lariat. She manages to get control. She could pin her opponent right here. The pin doesn't even last to a count of one.
Staying in this one. Unbelievable.
Boom! Thunderous club comes down. Very effective.
Boom. She's staying elusive.
I don't know what that was, but it looked like it hurt. Brutal stomp to the body. And just getting started. Look at this brutality.
This is how you torture your opponent.
Oh my God, this is hard to watch.
That kick will stop you in your tracks. And now Bailey's being measured.
What power.
Touchdown pile driver.
Is it enough to put Bailey away?
Cover.
quickness. Cardiac kick. Telling her opponent that she has even more left in her tank. An elusive Bayley there.
Sequence of reversals here. Both superstars clearly studied game tape ahead of time.
Two count. An incredible victory for the captain here tonight.
She certainly solidified her position as the #1 contender.
Shotzi from behind with that crutch.
Come on.
What the heck? She claimed she was injured.
She was just pulling all our legs, Cole.
Shotzi laying the boots in now.
Compared to the tank, this is nothing.
Finally, the referee getting control of the situation.
She's using the crutch on her throat. Shotzi wasn't done.
The sweep with the crutch.
At least Shotzi's made her point now, and we can finally get on to the business of the Women's World Championship next week.
I'm not so sure, Byron.
Neither am I. Based on what Shotzi said earlier, I doubt that this satisfied her desire for revenge. She's on a mission.
Does it look smaller?
Huh?
That's what kids always say when they come back home, right? They go off to the great wide world, come home, and everything looks small. Haven't seen you around here much lately.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe a little smaller? I was in the neighborhood. Figured I'd stop in to get a few reps in before my big match with Bianca.
Shotzi's not also in the neighborhood, is she? You know my insurance doesn't cover tanks.
I don't think you have to worry. Tanks don't get great gas mileage, so she probably won't come crashing through the wall. No promises, though.
And just when I was starting to feel nostalgic about you breaking things around here. How are you feeling after that crutch attack?
I'm fine. Can you believe Shotzi's still bitter you didn't book her in TBD? And now she's turning it into a whole thing about how I stole her so-called War Games idea.
In fairness, it's you who didn't want to book her.
What? Really?
I believe your words at the time were, "I'm not impressed."
That does sound like me. But I was probably just being flippant.
Being flippant without thinking that your actions could actually have consequences? Yeah, definitely you. Then, on purpose or not, Shotzi effectively brings you up to the big leagues, and instead of any sort of thanks, you steamroll right into a fantastical whirlwind tour of all things WWE.
Let's be fair. I didn't steamroll right away. And Shotzi brought me to Raw so she could make an example of me.
Maybe, but is that also why she pitched you the idea for a War Games match when you were GM? A match you thought was a good enough idea to book but then shut her out of?
I never said it was my idea. Besides, it wasn't a groundbreaking suggestion, and everything worked out.
Right, because I'm sure the WWE Universe saw the superstar GM announce the War Games match, put herself in it, and then thought, who else can I give credit to for setting up this awesome main event? It worked out for you. And now you get a championship match against Bianca Belair. Shotzi? Not so much.
Jeez, whose side are you on, Geneva?
You know whose side I'm on. That's why I gotta be straight with you, to make sure you get your head right so you can take that title from Bianca.
You know, after ignoring WWE for so long, becoming their champion is the only thing I can dream of.
This is a moment of destiny for a woman who spent years crisscrossing the world and honing her skills before finally arriving in the big leagues of WWE.
You can really feel the electricity in the arena, Michael.
Waiting on the champion here.
It's obvious Bianca's playing mind games with her opponent.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Shotzi's vendetta against the #1 contender continues.
And it looks like she's had about enough of it.
No, guys, it's not what you think. I have a seriously heartwarming announcement. Bianca Belair can't be here tonight.
This is the second time the #1 contenders match has been called off.
No, I told you, it's actually heartwarming. Bianca was wrapping up an appearance at a nearby community center before the show when suddenly, out of nowhere, 3 buses of adorable children from a local school showed up, excited to meet the Women's World Champion. And you know how Bianca is. She wouldn't leave until everyone got a picture and an autograph. How those buses showed up just in time to prevent Bianca from making it here for her championship match tonight, we may never know. But Bianca just couldn't leave those sweet children hanging. Are you seriously booing children? Wow, what a bloodthirsty bunch you all are. I did feel bad that you didn't have a match anymore tonight, though. Oh no, it's not me. I have the night off from in-ring action, just like at War Games. But these 3 women do not.
Oh my, the Cap has history with all these women.
And we're getting word from the truck that she'll be facing them in a fatal 4-way.
I think she said to bring it on.
Easy to say, harder to survive. Shotzi's curated a formidable challenge for the #1 contender.
Honestly, I'm just impressed that Shotzi managed to curate this match and 3 busloads of children in the same day.
What? That was Shotzi?
For God's sakes, catch up, Byron. Nonetheless, this is going to be a huge fatal 4-way contest here on Raw. Like you said, Corey, Cap definitely has a target on her back due to her history with these 3 other superstars.
I'm just wondering, after all these false starts, if Cap will ever make it to her title match with Bianca Belair.
I think that's Shotzi's exact goal, Saxton.
Oh, a drop kick.
It has to be demoralizing to just get slapped like that.
If that doesn't fire you up, I don't know what will.
Near the midsection. And a kick to the back. Drops the hammer. Right on the lower back. And we might be about to go from commentators to participants in this one, fellas. And a kick.
monster. Devastating clothesline delivered by launcher. Oh, God, that's a bad landing. My goodness, that did not go as planned.
Might have been a bad plan to begin with. It might not be flashy, but sometimes you just gotta toss another person to make a statement.
Oh. Great awareness as she proves to be too quick.
Oh, man, that's like death by 1,000.
Picked up and looking for the triangle. She breaks the hold. Ooh, what a forearm block. Big punch. J-Man. Unbelievable. Ooh. Ducking out of trouble.
Fires back with a crucial elbow.
Right to the chest.
This attack pushed on the limits of Asuka's resilience.
Yeah, but at this point, Cole, the fatal four-way is still anyone's to win.
Unraveled by Asuka. Face first into the chair.
Liv holds her off.
Back and forth to the advantage here.
Ooh.
Power bomb and then at the exclamation point. Ooh. Strikes with a kick.
Double leg drop. She avoids the counter.
No way.
Yes way. What power. Does that finish Ripley for good?
Is it enough? The cover. 2. Now looking at Liv Morgan.
Double stomp. Flattens the opponent.
Asuka's being overwhelmed.
Asuka's certainly being tested here. Slips out of the way. Great counter. And that could be a first step towards her gaining control.
She could be turning her fortunes around.
Bullseye with the drop kick. And that could be a step towards overcoming Rhea late in this match.
And in the back of Liv's mind, she has to be telling herself to finish this fight soon. Matches the enemy to a takedown. Armbar on the flat. Now both arms trapped.
And she escapes the submission. Placed into the corner.
Oh, man. Nasty kick.
Asuka looks to capitalize after the reversal. She's got an answer for that. Oh, man, by the hair. And Morgan simply won't let up on the fight.
Certainly a worrisome scenario for Asuka at this juncture.
She covers for the pin. Kick out at 2.
I didn't think we'd see a kick out there. Liv won't come back from that. Really just let...
Look at this. She pops the shoulder up and 1.
Refusing to give up even an inch of ground. And this has got to be it.
She picked up the victory. Picked up the victory.
Here is your winner, CC.
A big win for the decorated superstar.
If the decorations are made of construction paper and tape, she was a big fish in a small pond who caught a lucky break. We saw a tremendous amount of heart from all 4 of these women tonight.
It was you, wasn't it? You're the reason I'm missing my championship match with Bianca. Again!
Oh, it's hardly my fault. Your car service was way too willing to accommodate your new itinerary. You know, they really should have some sort of security on that. Figured the least I could do was play hooky from Raw 2 so we could have a little chat.
You really want to do this here?
Fight in an airport lounge? Absolutely not. They'd never let me back in, and I love their little mini cupcakes too much. I just want what's mine.
What exactly is that, Shotzi? I can't go back in time and hire you at TBD. I can't go back and put you in War Games. Your obsession with me is unhealthy.
What's unhealthy is theft. And I'm not just talking about War Games. You may have gotten a free pass from Regal to waltz around WWE, ripping off other people's ideas, moves, and gear, but you didn't get a free pass from me. You're the #1 contender. That should be me. Put it on the line in a match. Win or lose, we are done after that.
If it means never having to deal with your BS again, fine, you're on. But only because there's no way I lose.
Welcome a superstar who defines tenacious, brave, and driven.